Hey, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Thanks once again for attending this live masterclass on how to become profitable with the foreign exchange market. Hope you got a lot of value from the 5 videos I was showcasing on my Facebook page, and hope you got a ton of value from the ebook. We took time and effort, and we thought we'd be real with you guys on how to become profitable in the foreign exchange market. Right, without further ado, I'm going to go straight into the webinar. Okay, so my goal at the end of this, the next 30 to 35 minutes, is to show you the blueprint on how to achieve success in the foreign exchange market. Now, if you follow correctly, you will achieve financial freedom. Before I kind of go into this, I just want to make some house rules. The reason why I say that, because the information we're about to present to you can seriously change your life. Now, what do I mean by this? No mobile phones. I see, I appreciate people are on their Facebook or Instagram, or they may be on LinkedIn, to remove all distraction. If you're a parent, put your kids on one side. If you have a pets around, put them on one side as well. If you have Skype or any social media, put them all away, even the TV. This could really impact your life. So let me kind of go into who I am. You might be thinking, well, you sound really clever, you know what you're saying, but what is your background? So my name is Shreyas Patel. I'm 25 years old. Now, having a degree in business school studies, I always wanted to become either someone within banking or finance. And luckily, in the last few years, I've worked within the corporate sector for major banks and realized very quickly, the more time I put into it, the less time I had really to do things I really wanted to do. And a few years ago, I came across a concept that really impacted my life. And it was funny enough from YouTube when I came across it. But before that, prior to my story, I was a broke, a hungry university student looking for more ways to make an impact, looking for more ways to make money. Me coming from a traditional background, my parents, they had a traditional business, and they told me success in life is you work hard, go to school, go to university, and you get married, or you get a job and you get married and live happily ever after. However, what I realized really quickly is that, the more time I consume on my job, the less time I had what I wanted to do. And for me, I needed to make a change. My life was wake up in the morning, get to work, go back, out office gossip, go back. And it was like an endless cycle. And I realized I needed to make an impact. So with foreign exchange, with Forex, I actually went to a big seminar few years ago, and there was a multimillionaire on stage explaining that you can make millions, you can make hundreds of thousands. And for me as a university student, when I looked at this for the very first time, honestly, it went over my head. I'm sure I can resonate to a lot of people on this call today. You might be thinking, I don't have the time to look at this. I have other things to do. All these, looking at these little lines is a bit too much for me. Honestly, I was in the same boat as everyone watching this webinar today. And for me, he explained how you can make £20,000 within 1 hour. You can make all these lucrative sums, but I still didn't get it. It was only a few years down the line when I came across a system, a community, a culture where everything clicked with me. And I'm going to show you exactly the same blueprint of how I achieve success in the Forex market. So why am I telling you this? And the reason why you might be thinking, well, you seem successful, you do know what you're doing. Well, for me, my mission is actually to help enough people around the world to get away from the same pitfalls I do. I worked within banking, worked within sales, and I realized a lot of people are looking for more ways to make money. And Forex is one aspect. For me, I've lost a lot of money when trading. Trust me, I've blown my accounts. I've lost a lot of money. I've followed the wrong coaches. I thought after the seminar, I'll think of buying a course for £2,000, £5,000, £10,000. But I realized really quickly that I didn't have that kind of sums to invest in. So I came across a system which was allowed me to leverage my time and leverage my money altogether. And also, why am I telling you this? Because the process may be difficult. And to be honest, I felt I didn't have the right mentorship, the guidance to help me through. So I want to give you that on this webinar today. So the good news is, as I said, you do not need to go through the hurdles like I did, and you can just follow the blueprint we have here today. So before I go into this, what do you want? It's really important because our why is really the determining factor of how we stay in the game for a very long time. Freedom, time, and money. When we talk about freedom, doing things what you want, when you want. My personal mentor, when he looked me in the eye, he says to me, Shreyas, what is the most valuable currency in the world? And it's not money, it's time. Time allows you to spend time with your friends, with your family, with your loved ones, or even the hobbies that you really want to do. I know everyone is looking to that. We all have 24 hours, but how do we maximize it? So I've got a question for yourself. I want you to imagine, I want you to close your eyes. Come on a journey, just close your eyes. How would it feel to spend more time with friends and family? You know, imagine how that feeling, how, you know, all the enjoyments and so forth. How would it feel to create a distant source of income on your smartphone? You know, we have these phones every single day. We use it all the time. We text each other, we video each other. But have we thought we can make money from it? And the third thing, how would it feel to make money whilst asleep? I mean, that's the ultimate thing I want you guys to resonate today. You know, the ability to make money when you wake up in the morning, wake up in the night. Okay, so the 3 steps. Now let's go into it. The first one is a trading journal to succeed. Step number 2, developing a bulletproof mindset with a few simple tips. And step number 3, implementing a proven trading strategy. Now, you may be thinking, well, skip to number 3. Why? Because I just want to know the how. I just don't worry about the mindset. Don't worry about the trading journal. Just step to number 3. Trust me, guys, when we're about to show it to you, will really blow your mind. So before we go into this, if I give you an option, okay, I'm sure people watching this webinar today on Masterclass may be looking for more ways to make money online. You know, you could be the left-hand person pulling your hair out, really stressed, really burnt out. Or you could be the couple on the right, relaxing on a beach, you know, having the easy way out. And this is what we're about to provide you here today. So step number 1, a trading journal. Now, why a trading journal is so important. A journal is not just for you to review your successes, but more importantly, your failures, your habits. All these things are key and really, really important for you to succeed. And, you know, Albert Einstein, he says it's best, doing the same thing over and over again, expecting the same result. It's a definition of sanity. And what a journal will really hone in is to show you, you know, where your pitfalls are, where your successes, and how to prove onto this. Treating this like a real business will allow you to succeed. Now on here, we've got a blueprint or a screenshot of what a trading journal looks like. So what this trading journal is, really simply, is just show you where your starting balance is and how over time, incrementally, it can grow from here. Okay, so the next thing, mindset. Now, a lot of people think into this, you know, I have the best mindset. Why do I need to learn about it in order to succeed in the foreign exchange market? Well, let me give you a quick definition. Mindset is a set of beliefs or way of thinking that determines one's behavior, outlook, and mental attitude. And when we talk about mindset, we're talking about having a growth and a fixed mindset. A lot of guys who come into this game or into this industry thinking that they can make money now, they can make money tomorrow. The reality is we have to train a mindset to have a long-term way of thinking. You know, no strategy will ever make money if the right psychology is in place. And I'm going to go into it in a little bit more detail. How to develop the right mindset. Now, there's 3 components with this. We're having realistic expectations, understanding the power of patience, and having a growth mindset versus a fixed mindset. Now, when we talk about realistic expectations, a lot of people thinking they're excited to get involved like I was, and they're thinking, oh my God, you know, I have the ability now to make 6 figures in trading the next day or today, and I'll become like a 7-figure trader the next day. You know, honestly, I was in the same boat. So I don't blame any of you for excitement. But really, you know, my mentor told me that, stress, the hare and the tortoise, what does it really tell you? Slow and steady wins a race. And it's about being patient, not rushing the process. Here's another better, you know, way of looking at this. So let's say you go to university, school, or a job, whatever it could be. Your qualification or your degree, it takes time. You don't get a degree after the first day. You get your degree probably most likely after 3 years, 5 years, or even 7 years, or maybe some 10 years. It really depends. It's about being in the long-term point of view. You know, my mentor from the first day explained to me this, Shreyas, 80% is mindset and 20% is actual application. What does that mean? 80% is more about having a long-term point of view in order to be successful. And 20% really kind of goes into looking at charts, when to get in and when to get out, which I'll explain later on. Step number 2, patience. A lot of people thinking, okay, great, I can make 10 grand a day or £2,000 within 1 minute. That may be the case, but reality is you've got to learn the basics, the fundamentals in order to be successful. Now, imagine this, your banks, or let's say you put, let's say £500, let's say to £1,000 in your current account or savings. Your bank typically is only going to pay between 1 and 3%, which you might be thinking, okay, it's not too bad, it's not the best, it's not the greatest. But reality is, even you, let's say you put, you can make 6% on your initial capital on per month. I'm sure you can do the numbers here. It will allow you to be successful in the long term. Step number 3, having a growth versus fixed. So growth mindset is about coming from a place that, I can make money when I want. I can do the things when I want to do it, or whoever I do want to do it. And the ability that you are confident within your own self. And the fixed mindset, a lot of people watching this may be thinking, all right, well, I'm not good with making money. My time management is not the best, or because of this experience, because of that, all these self-limiting beliefs. And these are the barriers that are going to hinder your progress. Now, funnily enough, we kind of go in more detail within our platform, within our culture, within our community, and how to become successful with the foreign exchange market. So step number 3, I'm sure everyone is waiting for this one, the trading strategy. Now, there are 4 types of traders we have: scalper, day trader, swing trader, and position trader. So scalper, they come from a place where the whole trade's between a few seconds to a few minutes. And really, typically these guys are really high percentage traders, I like to call them, and they make a lot of money very, very quickly. However, there's a lot of risk involved. So it depends what kind of trader you want to be. Second one, a day trader. You're looking at for, let's say, 1 hour per day, or you're looking for half an hour per day at different times, and you're looking at the analysis every single day. Swing trader, the third one, these guys are sort of long-term in that point of view. They're looking at trades for a few days at a time, maybe a potential week, because they don't have the time during the day or during the night to look at every single day. So they want to look at it from a long-term point of view. Third one, a position trader. Position trader are super, super, super long-term. Why? They're looking for several weeks, months, heck, even years. So these guys are really looking for the big shifts in the market. So step number 2 and step number 3, determining your risk. Now, the statement I'm going to make to you guys now, you may be thinking that does not make sense. Losing money is actually part of the process in order to be successful. End of the day, if you win all the time, you can never know what your failures are. You never know what your losses are. So it's really, really important that you understand that even losing is still part of the journey in order to be successful. Step number 3, defining entries and exits. Simply, what we're talking about is when you get in, when you get out, and how profitable you can be within the foreign exchange market and the Forex market. We do show you this, how this is possible later on. So quick success stories or testimonials. Why? Because end of the day, you may be thinking to yourself, right, okay, Shrez, I get it, but how does it relate to me? Who's actually done this? We've got these 2 gentlemen here. So on the left here, we got Josh, being in the world of properties, property management, looking after different properties and different companies. He realized that he needed a different way of making money. And he had a very slight interest, by the way, very slight interest. And for him, he thought he needed a lot of money. He thought that he had to be successful from a banking industry. He thought that he had to, look at the charts every single day, look at his phone every single day. But the reality is it wasn't the case. And a short amount of time with the right mentorship, the right guidance with the community we have, we actually put a blueprint for him to become profitable in the long term. From his quote, from complete beginner to now growing his account on a consistent basis. And it's an incredible journey that Josh has been through. On the right-hand side, we've got Adnan Hussain, and really cool story about him. Father of 4 kids now, loving wife, and with him being successful in property, but also being in a takeaway business, a traditional business owner who thought to himself that, I want to work for myself. I don't want to work for anyone else. The reality is he just felt like he was a slave within his business. And I'm sure his story can resonate to a lot of people here on this call today. And to be honest, he was looking for more ways to make money. He Googled, he YouTube, and he came across my content online on Facebook. And within a very short period of time, he allowed him to really spend time with his kids, but most importantly, spend time with his loved ones and do what he really, really liked. He just followed the system, and now his ability to do what he wants when he wants.
So why do I label this as the bonus slide? Why? Because to be honest, I haven't really advertised it. I never really promoted it at the beginning. Why is this? Because the next gentleman I'm about to get on this call, he's my personal mentor, Donovan Thompson. He's the one who actually taught me how to trade within the foreign exchange market. Now, before I get him on a call, let me just share a few facts about him. He's actually been working in the corporate sector for many, many years. And despite that, he's actually got multiple degrees underneath his belt. Now, he's actually based in Dallas, in Texas, in the US, sorry. And the great thing about him is that he is now a high six-figure trader, almost close to 7. And the great thing about him, he's not only helped my life, helped me personally, he's actually helped hundreds, not thousands of people all around the world within his community itself. So I thought, what better still to get him on this masterclass. Now, Donovan, if you're ready, you take it away.
Hey guys, my name is Donovan. I'm excited about having you guys at this portion of the training. You've completed the masterclass, and now I want to show you how to make money in the foreign exchange market by actually going to the real markets. Now, why should you listen to me? Because I failed enough so that you don't have to. Let me tell you a little bit about myself, guys. My name is Donovan Thompson. I'm a top trader in the DFW TradeHouse. I'm a top trader in the UK TradeHouse, guys, and I've been trading for over 4 years. Listen, I didn't get started trading. Trading was not my background. I had no clue what foreign exchange trading was a few years ago. But I happened to be in a print shop one day, minding my own business, and I overheard this guy on his telephone talking to somebody. And I heard him say this, and listen to me well. He said, listen, I don't know what they're talking about, but what I do know is this. I know they're teaching people how to turn one penny, one US penny, into $5 US. And guys, that got my attention. So I walked out of line, I stepped out of line, and I followed the guy from one end of the print shop to the other end of the print shop. And as soon as he hung up the telephone, I pointed at him and I said, listen, as long as it's legal, I'm in. And so that's why I'm here today, guys, because I made a decision to be in. What I'm excited to talk to you about today, folks, is something that has changed my life forever. You see, I have 2 degrees, guys. I have a bachelor's degree and a master's degree. And I never thought in a million years that I would be doing this type of stuff. I worked for a Fortune 500 company for a number of years, climbed my way up the corporate ladder, got to a place where I was a mid-level manager, had over 60 stores that I was responsible for, over 300 employees. And guys, I bust my butt every day to try to build that Fortune 500 company up. And guess what? One day I caught wind that I was one of the lowest paid people in the company doing what I was doing. Even though I had some of the best results, I realized that I had to make some changes because you don't want to miss family events. You don't want to miss weddings. You don't want to miss very important things because you're trying to build somebody else's company. What you want to do is you want to put yourself in a position to have the decision to decide whether or not you want to be at something or you don't want to be at something. So it's all about time. It's all about time. We want to help you gain back. I want to help you gain back your time. Because had I been still working at the Fortune 500 company, I promise you, I wouldn't have the time to do anything at all except continue to grow their company. But now I enjoy a great lifestyle with my wife. I can enjoy a great lifestyle with my family. And guys, I have freedom. I have freedom. And that's what's most important. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get started. I want to show you some of the tools that's going to help you make money in the market immediately. First thing I want to do is this. I want to actually take you to a chart of the foreign exchange market. And what we're looking at is the US dollar versus the Canadian dollar. And let's say that you were starting trading with us at the beginning of this year, at the beginning of 2019. If you were trading with us, you would have an opportunity to catch a major move over the course of 6 simple days. What I want to do is I want to highlight for you what we call candles on the computer screen. And if you look really, really closely, you can see why these are called candles. They're called candles because If you look very, very closely, they have a body, right? And they have a wick at the top of the candle. And also they have a wick at the bottom of the candle in many cases, okay? So we call these candlesticks. Now we're looking at the USD versus the Canadian dollar chart, the US dollar versus the Canadian dollar chart. So let's just say this. The green candles represent when the US dollar is strong, when the US dollar is strong. Anytime the US dollar is stronger than the Canadian dollar, the market will create green candles on my screen. However, when the Canadian dollar is stronger than the US dollar, the market will actually create red candles on my screen. Okay. You'll notice that on January the 2nd of 2019, the market made a major move to the downside. It was a major downward move, okay? So this is one day. Each candle represents one day in the market. This is 1 day, 2 days, 3 days, 4 days, 5 days, and 6 days. We're gonna measure it real quick. We could have potentially made over 500 points. The market doesn't always move 500 points. So with that being said, this was a good week, let me tell you. I want to show you how you could have profited from participating in the foreign exchange market with us during this week. As a trader, you have the ability to use what's called a lot size in the foreign exchange market, okay? And the lot size is equivalent to a certain point or pip amount. If you're starting out as a trader and you don't have a very big account, you have the ability to trade with as little as $10, 10 US dollars. So let's say that you had maybe anywhere from $100 to $250 in your trading account. You would have the ability to trade what's called a micro lot size. A micro lot size is the equivalent of 1 US penny. That 1 penny in the market would be equivalent to 10 US cents. So for every point that the market goes up, for every point that the market goes down, it would be equivalent to 10 cents. So those same 500 points that moved over the course of 6 days, those is equivalent to 10 cents in the market. You would have made 50 US dollars. You essentially turn 1 penny into $50. You then have the opportunity to trade what's called a mini lot size. A mini lot size is the equivalent of 10 cents. For every point that the market goes up or every point that the market goes down, that is equivalent to $1. Let's say that we took those same 500 points, which is equivalent to $1 per point. Those 500 points would have made you 500 US dollars. And then if you have a little bit more money in your account, you have a standard lot size in your account, you have the opportunity to trade actual $1 in the market. Now that $1 is equivalent to $10. So for every point that the market moves on a standard, it's equivalent to $10. So same 500 points, equivalent to $10 per point. You would have essentially turned $1 into $5,000 over the course of 6 days. Now, what I want to do is show you some additional tools that will help you learn how to identify that the market is constantly making. The first place that you're going to start with our group is called IML Academy. IML Academy is an online education platform that gives you access to videos, trading videos that range anywhere from basic all the way to advanced, not just in the foreign exchange market, but also the cryptocurrency market. So if you want to learn about Bitcoin, if you want to learn about Litecoin, if you want to learn about Ethereum, why is this information important? It's important because everybody needs a solid foundation to learn how to trade. And this is where you're going to get your foundation at when it comes to trading. You will have the opportunity to start developing your own trading plan by taking advantage of the courses in the IML Academy. When to buy, when to sell, what is a pip, what is a lot size. I'll let you listen to one of the videos. So let's take a listen real quick.
Welcome back to the IML Academy. In this video, we're going to discuss what are pending orders and expect the market to go up and make money, or we can put in a sell market execution where we're expecting the market to sell off immediately to start making money.
That was a pending order video about how to set pending orders and why you would set pending orders. So we have the 100 series, and we have the 200 series, and even the 300 series of courses inside of our IML Academy. So now that we've taken a look at the IML Academy and taken a look at some of the great videos that we have to offer and how you can learn the basic information and the language of foreign exchange trading, let's take a look at our IML TV. The IML TV platform allows you to watch real live trainers from all across the world. As you can see on the screen here, we have trainers that teach in multiple languages. One of the places that I like to go is the Forex Advanced section. What I like to do now is take a look at Zachary Hogan and Jordan Morgan. These guys are a part of the TradeHouse. These are live educators that you'll have access to by plugging into our platform. Let's take a look at one of the recorded sessions. All of their sessions are recorded, so you have an opportunity to go back and actually watch these sessions and learn how to trade in the foreign exchange market.
Right, but you can go on the hour, you can do the 4 hour. It's just, where can you see it? Like, where do you really see this information at? Right, and you want to have a reason on why. Technically, price could have kept going up forever.
Now that we've taken a look at IML Academy, and now that we've taken a look at IML TV, the last thing that I want to talk to you about is called the IML Harmonic Scanner. The Harmonic Scanner is a tool that gives you the ability to identify reversal patterns, trading opportunities in the market. If you look really, really closely, you'll notice that this tool not only tells you where the market is going, in other words, is it going to be a buying opportunity or a selling opportunity, but it also gives you the entry price. Where should you enter into the market? Okay. It also gives you the take profit, where you should take your money at. And it also gives you the risk level. If you look over to the left-hand side on the harmonic scanner, you should see all the brokers we have an opportunity to take a look at when it comes to trading. This tool is scanning the market every 45 seconds, looking for a harmonic pattern so that you and I have an opportunity to trade it. Here's another harmonic pattern. This is actually a selling opportunity. Again, the first question you should be asking yourself is, where is the D point on the pattern? That means that this is a sale. This tool gives you the entry price. You can see the entry price there. It gives you the take profit, where you should be taking your money at, and it also gives you the stop loss or the risk that is in place. The risk, you get to decide your risk that you want to put in. And this actually looks like a pretty good trading opportunity. I think I'm going to take it. Now that you've had the opportunity to take a look at the IML Academy, the IML TV, and the IML Harmonic Scanner, I hope that you guys see the value that we're bringing to the table because of the tools we're giving you access. The last thing that I want to talk to you about is what's called our 10 pips a day daily growth plan. 10 pips, 10 points a day daily growth plan. Why is this so important? Because this is a guide that gives you a breakdown of how you should be trading on a daily basis. What is your risk level? How many pips you should be focusing on per trade? With this tool, your focus is simply to get 5 points per trade. We are encouraging you to focus on 2 trades a day. That means that your target for the day is only 10 points per day. 10 points, and that's it. You're done trading for the whole entire day. So let's take a look at this and see how powerful this tool is. Let's say that you started your trading account with just $100. That's not very much money at all. Your goal is a 10% daily growth strategy. On day one, you're going to use a lot size of 10 cents. That's a micro. That's $1 per point. You're focusing on 5 points, and that's it. You take 2 trades for the day. At the end of the day, you should have earned $10. Day number 2, 11-cent lot sizes. That's $1.10 per pip. After you gain your 10 pips, taking 2 trades at just 5 points apiece, you should have grown your account by $11. I want you to imagine that you got started with us today and think about 6 months from now. 6 months from now, following our 10 pip strategy plan, you could potentially have a 5-figure trading account after 6 months. This tool says over $30,000. Now, guys, past profits don't guarantee future results. But what I want you to understand is this. You have the strategy. You have the tools. You have the support system. Worst case situation, what if after 6 months, you don't actually have $30,000 in your account? You have half of that $30,000. Worst case, you have $10,000 in your trading account. That would be absolutely amazing. That's going to pay for that wedding. That's going to pay for that vacation. That's going to pay for that new boat. That's going to pay for your college fund for your kid. That extra money could change everything for you. And you now have a plan to do the same thing over again, except it won't take you 6 months to do it. Whenever I got started 4 years ago, I didn't have all the answers. I didn't know what to expect. We want to see you win. We want to help you win. And we want to help you achieve the goals and dreams that you've been thinking. God bless you guys, and let's change our lives together. Thank you so much, guys.
Thank you very much, Donovan, for being on this masterclass. I appreciate you're a very, very busy gentleman. I hope everyone got a ton of value from what he was explaining about the different services and products we have in place. So as a quick recap, because I appreciate there is so much information that we just thrown across this masterclass, so I just want to do a quick summary. So we're talking about the 3 steps on how to become profitable in the foreign exchange market. Step number 1, having a trading journal is about being accountable and responsible. Step number 2, developing a bulletproof mindset. So talking about a growth mentality as opposed to fixed. And step number 3, implementing a proven trading strategy. So we're talking about your win and your loss ratio. Now you may be thinking, what's in it for me? Right, that's what it comes down to, right? And me and Donovan and many guys within the TradeHouse community, we actually thought, let's put together a special course, a program, a system in place for you guys to win, because it ultimately comes down to you guys more than anything else. That's why we have the videos, we have the content, and why we have this masterclass is for you guys to win. And we're about to showcase here today. So what are you going to get in the Forex tutorial itself? So Donovan mentioned on the IML Academy, we have basic, intermediate, and advanced, about 25 to about 40 videos, 5 to 10 minutes long. And really, it will teach you the fundamentals on how to trade within the foreign exchange market. So that itself is worth $1,000 itself. Next, we talk about the harmonic scanner. And the harmonic scanner, all that Donovan mentioned earlier on, it gives you a harmonic pattern. So it's like a done-for-you system, essentially. And it's high probability trades every single day. So that itself is worth $1,000. Because essentially, someone can come in, might not understand everything, and it can actually win the harmonic scanner itself. So it's actually one of our premier products on itself. Next thing is the live stream of Forex for the IML Academy. Honestly, guys, it's my personal favorite. Why? Because I love Netflix. I love Amazon Prime. I like YouTube. I'm sure a lot of people have some sort of video streaming site that they absolutely binge on or they love on. But the difference here is that instead of showing you action, comedy, romance, thriller, sci-fi, this IML TV or Academy, or sorry, IML TV actually shows you on how to make money in the foreign exchange market. So we got educators like Jordan Morgan, Mike Miles, Christian Vargas, many more who will show you the blueprint of how to make money in the foreign exchange market. So that itself is worth $2,000 on its own as well. Next thing is we have the TradeHouse Facebook group. Now, why is it $500 on the left-hand side, on the right-hand side here? Because in our Facebook group, we have many hundred, if not thousands of members all around the world giving you analysis, giving you their chart outlooks, giving you their results of what they think of the market itself. And it's a great thing is that it's so interactive. You can message people, you can comment, you can also like. So it's a great thing we have in place here. Next, last thing here we have is the signals. Now, signals essentially, let's say you're busy during the day, you might not have time to look at the charts or whatever it could be. Well, essentially, we'll give you trades in our social groups, so where there's WhatsApp, Telegram, even Discord, or even Facebook. So that's worth itself is $500. So the next thing is the bonus one-to-one coaching. Now, why do I put this as priceless? Now, my mentor first said this to me. He said, Shreyas, one one-to-one coaching is equivalent as 10 years or saving 10 years worth of pain and struggle. Because really, your growth will exponentially grow within the one-to-one coaching, as well as using the products and services we have in place. Now, altogether, we could be charging $5,000 as you add up here. But really, I'll be honest with you, I don't want to be charging any of you guys $5,000. I don't want to be charging you anywhere remotely these prices. Why? As I go back to my original story, went to a Forex seminar a few years ago, and the guy on stage was there telling people, right, I'm going to charge you $10,000, $15,000, $20,000. And I'll be honest with you, I didn't have this kind of cash. So I appreciate it. There's a lot of money to ask as well. This is why myself and Donna and a few others, we've actually got a special offer here today. Right, so we don't want to be charging you $5,000. So that is the total value. So the program we have in place, or the special deal we have in place, is that we're going to get people within $500 initially, and then $165 per month. Now, why do I say $500 initially? Because that money is part of it, includes the startup cost for you to trade in the foreign exchange market. That's initial capital for your part, but also for the system place we have. Second question people are probably going to ask is, what is the $165 per month? What is that about? That actually gets included in the products and services to keep it updated and running. The community of like-minded traders all around the world giving you their analysis, their outlook, and essentially you can copy them and actually make money from their own analysis. And three as well, for that bonus one-to-one coaching, as you can manage, as I said earlier on, that can save you 10 years worth of pain and struggle. So I'm going to go back to why. Because ultimately, as I said earlier on, your why is your biggest motivator in order to do things in your life, where there's freedom, where there's time, where there's family, where there's taking that trip to, let's say, Barbados, as I mentioned earlier on, or spend time with your family, or maybe doing some voluntary work. It also comes out of it. Foreign exchange or Forex allows you to trade your time and your money all together in this industry itself. Okay, so I know a lot of you guys thinking, okay, how does it work? How to work for me? How do I even get involved in it? The reality is, right, we only have 10 spots available to work with someone like myself, because I'm looking for serious and hungry people and determined people to get involved. But also the reason why I only have 10 people I want to work with exclusively, because I want the best value for money for you guys when we do this one-to-one coaching. Now, before we get anyone on board, we got 5 requirements that we have. Step number 1, we want someone to be coachable, someone to actually take the proven steps and actually do whatever it takes to make it happen. We want someone to actually understand and implement it straight away. Step number 2, we want someone to at least understand that's investment in themselves. So at least it takes $500 to start, and understand they need to invest themselves in order to grow. You know, there's one quote that really changed my life, and it was this: formal education makes you a living, self-education makes you a fortune. And it's all about understand that you need money to invest in yourself in order for you to be successful. Number 3, we want someone to understand that they have to have a no excuses mentality, to hold yourselves accountable, to hold yourself responsible for your failures and your wins. It doesn't really matter. Number 4, being consistent and actually understand this is not about earning money really quickly. It's about being consistent in the markets and winning the game in the over long term. Number 5, understanding that growth can be painful. It can be messy. It can be really uncomfortable. But at the end of the tunnel, right, it will all work out. As having that tunnel vision down the line. That being said, guys, if you're ready to commit, there'll be a link down below. Schedule one-to-one call. You'll get on an exclusive call with myself where I will show you a blueprint, a roadmap, a cheat sheet, and how to win money within the foreign exchange market. And honestly, guys, there are so many bonuses, so surprised I've got you on that call. You do not want to miss out. But that being said, thank you once again, wherever you are in the world, for attending this live masterclass. And I hope you got now a ton of value. And also, most important, I hope now you realize someone like yourself can make money in the foreign exchange market. I hope you guys have a great day, great morning, great afternoon, or great evening, wherever you are in the world. Thank you very much.